Today, this video will help you answer more complicated questions on Surds. More challenging questions. We are going to assume that you know what board mass is. If you have forgotten about board mass, please watch my video on YouTube called Order of Operations. We are also going to assume that you know the rules for addition, subtraction, multiplication and division of Surds. If you have also forgotten that, please watch the video called Surds Made Easy on my YouTube channel. Okay, so we'll just start with examples. The first example A, simplify root 12 plus root 3. According to our last video, we said that first this question simplify that. According to board mass, we first have to simplify what is under the square root signs, because the B stands for brackets, the second O stands for operations, and operations include these square roots. So to simplify this root 12, we said first you have to write it as product of its prime factors. You can also watch the video factors and prime factors of numbers on my YouTube channel. To write it as product of its prime factors, it is root of 2 times 2 times 3 plus root 3. This is equal to, since there are two 2's here like this, it means the square root of 2 times 2 is 2, root 3 plus root 3. This is equal to 2 plus 1, it is 3 root 3. We can only add surds that have numbers under the square root sign that are the same. That is why we first simplified this. Example B, root of 175 minus 4 root of 7. So first we have to solve what is under the square root signs. Root 175 is not a prime number, so to write it as a product of its prime numbers, how do we do it? We say 175 like this. The first prime factor of 175 is 5. 5 into 175, this is 35. Then next, 5 into 35, this is 7. 7 is a prime number, so 7, 1. So we write it like this. This is equal to the square root of 5 times 5 times 7 minus 4 root 7. This is equal to, there is 5 times 5 in here. The square root of 5 times 5 is 5. So it becomes 5 root 7 minus 4 root 7. This is equal to square root 7 is our answer. We can only subtract surds if the numbers under the square root sign are the same. So they all became square root of 7 after simplifying root of 175. So this is our answer. So let us proceed to our next example. Example C, square root of 45 plus 3 root of 20 minus 8 root of 5. To simplify what is under the square root signs, the root of 45 as a product of its prime factors, it is like this. Root 45, we write it like this. 3 into 45, this is 15. 3 into 15, it is 5. 5 into 5, it is 1. So root of 45, this is equal to root of 3 times 3 times 5, and 4 root of 20 plus 3, 20 as a product of its prime factors. We start with 2 into 20, it is 10, 2 into 10, it is 5, 5 into 5 is 1. So it becomes root of 2 times 2 times 5 minus 8 root of 5. 5 is a prime number, so we cannot simplify it any further. This becomes root of 3 times 3 is 3. It becomes 3 root 5 plus 3. Root of 2 times 2 is 2 times 2 root 5 minus 3 root 5 plus 3 times 2 root 5 minus 8 root 5. This becomes 3 root 5 plus 6 root 5 minus 8 root 5, which is equal to 3 plus 6 is 9 minus 8 is 1. So it becomes 1 root 5, which can be written as root 5. Our last example before we move to the exercise, example D, it includes division. Square root of 3 times root of 8 times the root of 39 divided by root of 24 times the root of 26. Okay, the first thing that we do is to write the numbers under the square root signs as product of their prime factors. This is equal to root of 3 times the square root of 8. 8 is easy, it is 2 times 2 times 2 times the square root of 39. This is equal to root of, we work it out like this, 39, the first prime factor is 3, 3 into 39, it is 13, 1. So it becomes root of 3 times 13 divided by root of 24, writing 24 as a product of its prime factors. 2 into 24, 12, 2 into 12, 6, 2 into 6, 3, 3 into 3, 8 as 1. So it becomes 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times, writing square root of 26 as product of its prime factors. 2 into 26, 13, 13 into 13, 1, 2 times 13. Also, we said that for numbers that are being divided and multiplied, we can write them under one square root sign like this. So it becomes the square root of 3 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 13. The numerator is 3, 2, 2, 2, 3, and 13 divided by 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 2 times 13. We just took these numbers in the denominator. So for division, we all know that numbers can cancel out. 3 into 3, 1, 3 into 3, 1, 2 into 2, 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 1, 13 into 13, 1, 13 into 13, 1. So we are only left with a 3 on top and a 2 at the bottom. It becomes square root of 3 over 2. And we also said that the denominator should only be left as a whole number, not as a set. So we multiply top and bottom by the square root of 2 like this. This becomes the square root of 3 times square root of 2 over square root of 2 times the square root of 2 is equal to 2. So it becomes, this you can write it under one umbrella square root sign, root of 3 times 2 over 2, which is square root of 6 over 2. This is our answer. It is easy, right? We just followed the rules of multiplication and division of sets. If numbers are being multiplied and divided, we can write them under one square root sign, and then after getting the answer we can then split it and then simplify it, making the denominator a whole number, not a set. Now it is time we move to an exercise. May you please complete the exercise that will be shown on the screen. Pause the computer, pause your screen, and then check out the solution thereafter. Please complete the exercise that is on the screen. Pause the video and then check out the solution later. It is now time for the solution. We will write workings on the right side of our sheet. For number 1, it was 3 root 2 minus root 18. First, we have to express 18 as a product of its prime factors. 18, 2 into 18, 9, 3 into 9, 3, 3 into 3, 1. So this is equal to 3 root 2 minus root of 2 times 3 times 3. This is equal to 3 root 2 minus, under the square root sign there are 2 3's, so it becomes 3 root 2 like this, which is equal to 3 root 2 minus 3 root 2 is equal to 0. We proceed to number 2. The question was simplify root of 99 minus root of 44 minus root 11. We first write as product of their prime factors. 99, 3 into 99, 33, 3 into 33, 11. 11 is a prime number. 11 into 11 is 1. This is equal to root of 3 times 11 minus for 44, 2 into 44, 22, 2 into 22, 11. 11 into 11 is 1. So it becomes minus root of 2 times 11. Then the last one, root of 11. Since 11 is a prime number, then next stage, under this square root sign there are 2 3's, so the square root of 3 times 3 is 3. This becomes 3 root 11 minus, there are 2 2's, 2 root 11 minus root 11. 3 minus 2 is 1, 1 minus 1 is 0. Our solution is 0. Since 3 minus 2 minus 1 is 0. For question number 3, the question was root of 18 times root 20 times root 24 divided by root 8 times root 30. The first step is we have to write the numbers as products of their prime factors. For 18, how do we do it? 18, 2 into 18, 9, 3 into 9, 3, 3 into 3 is 1. Write root 2 times 3 times 3 like this, times root 20, 20 as product of its prime factors. 2 into 20, 10, 2 into 10, 5, 5 into 5 is 1. It is 2 times 2 times 5 times 4, 24, 24, 2 into 24, 12, 2 into 12, 6, 2 into 6, 3, 3 into 3, 1. So this becomes 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 like this. For the denominator, we start with 8, root of 8 as product of its prime factors. For 8, 2 into 8 is 4. 2 into 4 is 2. 2 into 2 is 1. This is 2 times 2 times 2 times root of 30. 30 as a product of its prime factors. 2 into 30, 15. 3 into 15, 5. 5 into 5 is 1. This is 2 times 3 times 5. So the next step, we said that on our last video, numbers that are multiplied and divided can be written under one square root sign. So we write it under one sign like this. So in the numerator, there is 2 times 3 times 3 times this 2 times the other 2 times 5 times this 2 times 2 times 2 times this 3, and in the denominator we have these 2 times 2 times 2 times this 2 times 3 times 5. Then we cancel out numbers. You know division, right? The numbers in the numerator and denominator can be cancelled out if they are multiplied. 2 this 2 into 2, 2 into 2, 1. And then this 3 and this 3, this 2 and this 2, this 2 and this 2, this 2 and this 2, this 5 and this 5. We are now left with 3 is left, this 3 and this 3, 3 times 3 times this 2 and this 2, 2 times 2. And in the denominator, there's only 1 left since all numbers have been cancelled out. It becomes the square root of 3 times 3 is 3 times the square root of 2 times 2 is 2, which is equal to 6. There is no longer any number under the square root sign since there were 2 squares. 3 times 3 times 2 times 2. This becomes 3 times 2, which is equal to 6. Now we can proceed to number 4. First thing that we do is we solve the denominator, simplifying the denominator first. We find the prime factors of 24. 2 into 24, 12. 2 into 12, 6. 2 into 6, 3. 3 into 3 is 1. So 24 becomes root of 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 minus root of 6 like this. This is equal to 12 divided by root of, if there are 2 2's under the square root sign, it is 1 2 outside the square root sign. The root of 2 times 2 is 2. Root of 2 times 3, we are left with this 2 times 3 minus root of 6 like this. This is equal to 12 divided by 2 root 6. 2 times 3 is 6 minus root of 6. We further simplify the denominator. 12 divided by 2 minus 1 is 1. So 1 root 6 can be written as root 6. And from what we said on division, we should not leave it like this. So we multiply 12 top and bottom by root 6 like this, times root 6 times root 6, which is equal to, this becomes 12 root 6 divided by root 6 times root 6 is 6. Then we can divide 6 into 6 is 1. 6 into 12 is 2. Since 6 is a factor of 12, this becomes 2 root 6. This is our solution. From all our example, you can see that this topic combines concepts that you would have learned from the order of operations video, the video on how to find factors and prime factors of numbers, the video on rational and irrational numbers, and the video on Surds. So please go to our YouTube channel and check out the videos first if you have forgotten some of the concepts. Thank you.
Thank you for watching my video. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel Free Tutorial ZW for more videos.